and welcome back to Petite Perspective. This week's video is going to be a solo reading vlog. I'm basically going to read my February TBR with you, and we'll see how we get on. You will have seen at the beginning of this month our TBR video, so they're the books that I will be reading. We're starting with The Dinner Guest, which basically follows, there's a couple, and they have a son and they live in this London house and blah blah blah, and then they meet this girl, Rachel, and they basically like invite her to book club. She like becomes like part of their family, but like there's something that like happens, so, and this isn't a spoiler, one of them gets murdered, and now you're basically trying to figure out, like, you're not figuring out, but you're trying to find out who stabbed the husband. So it's good, actually. I'm quite enjoying it. It's not very, like, it says it's a domestic noir thriller, but I don't really know what that means. But I am really enjoying it, actually, which is good. So that's what we're starting with. About 100 pages in. And like, I think I've got theories. I've got theories and I've got things that I think, and usually I'm right. So it's a good little book. I'm actually quite enjoying it. So that's what we're going to start with reading. I'm obviously not going to read anything this morning because I'm going to work today again in the office. So we're just getting ourselves ready for the day, and then we'll be off. But I will check in with you when I'm reading some of it. I realised I haven't given you an update. I'm exactly halfway through this book. It's good. Like, there's not really much to really say when it comes to a thriller. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's a thriller. It's good. I'm still not really sure what's going on. Like, I'm not entirely sure what's happened, or like what the point of what's happened is. Yeah, that's really all I've got to report. I do go to Italy tomorrow for the weekend with Jamie, so we're not bringing this, we're just bringing this. Kindle says I've got about 4 hours left. Yeah, 4 hours left. I do have a train journey today. I'm going to London with work this afternoon, so I do have like a good half hour on the train, and then I might even on the tube, depending on if I meet one of my work colleagues, work friends, on the tube line, or if it's just me. Hopefully it's not just me, because I will probably get lost. So yeah, so I've got half an hour, and then on the train home I'll probably have someone on the same train as me, so it's only gonna be half an hour of reading. But tomorrow we've also got our flight, which is about 2 hours, and then time in the airport and whatever. So hopefully we'll have finished this tomorrow. I am also then bringing Law of Attraction with me because it's quite small. So yeah, that's where we're at so far. I'm going to finish up my work day, and I guess I'll check in with you when I've got something else to tell you about this book. So I have finished The Dinner Guest. It ended a bit weirdly, but like not in like a way that like there's anything for me to like say. So like it was just a bit strange. I don't really know how else to explain it really. It was okay. It wasn't like gripping. It wasn't like the best book I've ever read, but it was okay. And then I finished that on the plane coming back from Florence. Then I picked up Law of Attraction. I'm going to be honest, I DNF'd this after 3 chapters. Not even 3, actually. I didn't even get through 3. I got through 2. Just because I didn't like the way it was, like the way that it was written. And it's all from like the guy's perspective for the first like 5 chapters. And the way that this man is like written, I didn't like him. It was giving me similar vibes to Terms and Conditions. Is that the first one from that series? I think it is. Anyway, similar vibes to that. And I just couldn't get past that, and I didn't like the way it was written. It also really has annoyed me that on the front cover he has got dark hair. In the book he's actually blonde, so that's annoying. He's giving very much like Harvey Specter, which I didn't like. It basically felt like that's what they'd done. They'd like watched Suits and base the lawyer characters off of everyone in Suits, because like even his assistant is basically Donna. His best friend is, you can definitely tell his best friend is supposed to be Lewis, so like it's very much giving Suits. But yeah, I just couldn't get past the way that it was like written, and maybe I will regret that decision, but in this instance I don't think that's going to be the case. So I've DNF'd that one. And then yesterday I also picked up, just as because it was on my Kindle, the Little Paris Bookshop. I've only read one chapter of this. This is what we're reading now, and hopefully I don't DNF this one as well. So we shall see. But the chapters seem quite short, and we all know I love a short chapter. So hopefully this will be a good one. I will report back when I've read a little bit more. Okay, so I'm reading the Little Paris Bookshop, as I told you earlier, and it's good. It's not really like that much happening. I'm about 30 pages in, so not really anything's happening, but we're like learning a bit more about the main character, Monsieur Jean Perdu, who runs this book apothecary. But I just wanted to read you this quote because it's, so far we've had quite a lot of like book related quotes. So let me just read you this. Books are more than doctors, of course. Some novels are loving, lifelong companions. Some give you a clip around the ear. Others are friends who wrap you in warm towels when you've got those autumn blues. And some are pink candy floss that tingles in your brain for 3 seconds and leaves a blissful void, like a short, torrid love affair. Like, what a lovely way of describing books. Like, that's literally what, like, every book is, like, different. But they all, like, you need them at different points in your life. I'm not sure it's going to be a 5-star book, but I think I might enjoy it. I don't know if it's just that the books that I'm picking up are just rubbish and not my vibe, or if I'm about to become... Why is that, like, what's going on with this book? Or if I'm about to just basically be in a slump. I don't know what's going on with that book. That's annoying. I've read about 50 pages of this and I'm bored. I'm like fully bored. So we're going to have to put this one down. So far, out of the books on our TBR for February, we read one. Our other two options are The Night Circus and Apples Never Fall. The thing is, I know I will enjoy Apples Never Fall. The Night Circus, I'm just not sure either. But it is giving Carol, and I did enjoy that. I think maybe I'll try this, because I know, worst case, this is a safety. This is a safe bet. I know I'm going to enjoy this, because I enjoy pretty much every book that Leanne Moriarty writes. Well, pretty much. The ones I've read, I've enjoyed. So this one's a safe bet. So we're going to try this, because so far, none of the books are hitting. We've DNF'd 2 books, and normally I would just keep going with it, but I just can't. I just physically can't. I'm going to try and read some of this, and hopefully it'll be better. And I know I was like, there was a quote I enjoyed, but nothing's happened, and it's just, I just don't think it's for me. I'm just bored. Like, nothing's going on, and also I don't really understand it, to be honest. Again, that's probably another issue. Good morning, you lovely people. It's been a while since we chatted. If you haven't noticed, I've chopped all my hair off, and I can't tell if I hate it or not, but it'll grow, so it's fine. I'm just going to give you a quick update on The Night Circus. I'm about 90 pages in. I don't really know what's going on. There's a lot. I feel like my brain just can't, like, register. And it's not that I'm not enjoying it, because, like, well, I don't really feel any way about it, to be honest. And if you can't tell, I'm now ill. So I don't really, like, know how to feel about it. But, so, like, I don't really know whether to carry on or if I just pick up Leanne Moriarty, because I know I'll finish that. But realistically, I've got, like, a week and a half until the end of the month. Now, I think on my Kindle it says I've got 9 hours. I don't really have any plans this weekend, so I might just kind of sit, relax, and read it. I just need to actually read it. Like, last night, I didn't read a single thing. Didn't read a single page. So I need to get better at actually reading. But yeah, I don't really have anything to report on it, because I don't really know what's going on. There's way too many characters already, which I think is where the confusion's coming in. But I'm not bored and it's not too simplistic. So I think I'm going to keep going with it. But I will keep you updated and let you know how I get on. So I realised I haven't actually given you an update in probably like 3 or 4 days. I'm still reading The Night Circus, but we're a good, nearly 250 pages in. So we're like almost well over halfway. I think we're basically at halfway, I think, just about. It's getting good, like things are actually starting to happen now. I understand now what's going on. There was a lot of characters at the beginning, which I was confused about, because I was like, who the hell are these people? But now like some of them are like reappearing, and it's like, now it's becoming clear like who they're going to be or whatever. Something happened at the end of a couple of chapters ago which shocked me and wasn't expecting. So it'd be interesting to like figure out why that happened. That would be cool to find out. But yeah, that's really the only updates I've got on this book. It's now Saturday. I've basically got most of this weekend to myself, so I am going to be, I've got some things I need to do around the flat, like I want to tidy, I want to clear some stuff out and all that jazz. But I think we should have some good reading time this weekend. So that would be good, because then hopefully I'd be able to read one more book before the end of the month, which would mean that I would have, I know I DNF'd too, but I would still have technically completed my TBR. Does mean I will have only read like 3 books this month, but that's fine. But yeah, I'll update you if anything happens dramatic. Hi guys. I've finished The Night Circus. I don't know what happened, to be honest. I don't really understand anything that happened in that book. I got confused at the beginning, I understood the middle, and then the ending really confused me again. Yeah, so that's good, isn't it? That book literally took me forever to read as well, by the way. Like, it literally took me probably the best part of 2 weeks to read that book, which basically means I read 2 books in February, because I DNF'd 2. So the books we read were The Dinner Guest and The Night Circus, and then we DNF'd Law of Attraction and the Paris, whatever that one was called, the Little Paris Bookshop. I have just started, it is the last day of February, so we're not going to include this because I'm not going to read this. I've just started Apples Never Fall by Leanne Moriarty. I don't know if I'm in a reading slump or if I just can't get into this book, but we're struggling and the struggle is real. But that's it for this video. Thank you for joining me as I struggle to read my February TBR. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe and tell all your friends about us. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.